Am I excited to build a BrickHeadz today? No, it's been a while, but this is one of the ugliest looking BrickHeadz, I believe, truly. But don't worry, because we're going to be discussing the topic of scale. This isn't the full video, but I made a community post talking about it, so I'll probably just ramble while I build. Components made in Denmark, Hungary, Mexico, China, and the Czech Republic. 41620. This is Lego's attempt to make a Stormtrooper TM. 10 plus 124 pieces, so 124 is pretty reasonable. This one was $11. Damn! They just... BrickHeadz are $10. BrickHeadz are $10. I don't care where the hell I end up buying them, what country I'm in, what state I have to exist in. Oh, hey, real quick. This one comes in a 2-figure run, Darth Vader and Stormtrooper. I guess they wanted you to buy like a bunch of Stormtroopers to make like an army or something. I don't know. We don't usually get like nameless enemies as a build, but here we are. So, recently, I have been keeping the boxes, by the way, and I just stick them back in the box. I literally stick them back in that box and stick that box back in the big box once they're built, like no bag even. Like I just do it. I don't even care. I'm that apathetic to the plight. They're still doing the damn books wrong. We're 56 in, and the books are still sideways. This is how it opens, and oh, the instructions are this way, but you said, so Lego, please get it together. Anyways, we're going to start building, I guess, and I'll ramble. If I get tired, I'll do a fast forward or something. But so anyways, there's a community poll, first of all. There's a poll on the community tab if you're watching this soon after release, near release. That's September 8th, 2021. Let's go with that. That sounds like a good day. We got some inner parts there, sand green, blue, and pink. Those scream inner organs. So there's a poll on the community tab where I kind of outline the whole topic. I guess. See, this isn't a standalone video for it. This is not the standalone video. I know we're 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes in, almost 3 minutes in. Damn. We're 3 minutes in, and I'm just now like telling you this or whatever. But you're here for the BrickHeadz, and there's literally nothing to discuss if I don't discuss something fun and trending, right? Like that's the issue at hand. Anyways, so let's not pretend that there's more to do here. But the thing that sparked it is, and I want to make a full video, a big video, but the poll is how big of a video do you want? I wouldn't watch it, small video or big video, and I think most of you are going to want a bigger video. Typically my bigger videos tend to do pretty reasonable on kind of stuff like this. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of work to do them, but you guys seem to enjoy them the correct amount, all the ancient fans out there. And the thing that kind of started the debate in the Lego community that I peruse, shout out to the Lego General, is, and again, I'm probably going to repeat all this stuff in the other video, in the real video, quote unquote, real. But the topic of perfect scale. And now I know that there's people out there who say, flat out, the blacksmith shop, the medieval blacksmith shop Lego idea set is a perfect scale Lego set, minifigure scale Lego set. It's got great detailing, and they're all in minifigure scale, and the building isn't too big or anything. Oops, I did that wrong. I just kind of glanced at the instructions and did that wrong. So they're looking at it and they're saying that's objectively the perfect building. Now, I don't agree. The building's massive, and the whole topic of scale comes down to what scale should things be for a minifigure. Now, a building, a house like that, an idea standalone set, go ahead. You got some leeway from me at the very least. I'd say you got a little bit of leeway from me, but I don't think it's perfect. It's good. It's good scale. But the thought for most people, and I think the correct train of thought, is that minifigures are terribly fat, wide things. They're compared to a human, a real life human. So you have to accommodate that in the world building. And there's two primary ways I'd say we can accomplish this. You can either kind of stylize everything and make it so that it's cute in relation to, which I think is the correct answer. I think that's flat out, that's going to be your correct answer. And the beautiful part is, look at that print. What a weird print. It looks like it's symmetrical. Is it? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to put it on. This one's not terribly obvious which way is correct. But so the changing of the scale matters a lot in regards to what looks appropriate. Sometimes a car is very big, but it's got the details you want, so it looks close to the size of a minifigure. Okay, cool. We're good with that. Sometimes you've got a... where does this go? On the back? Okay, sure. Sometimes you've got a minifigure that looks... or like a build that is for minifigures that looks massive. And I think another example, not just picking on the medieval blacksmith, is speed champions. Speed champions tend to be very large vehicles. I'm looking for 1x1s, I think. 1x1 bricks. Yeah, okay, they are over here. Those vehicles, especially now, they've gotten bigger, I believe. I don't follow them super hard, but like, I have a Ford Fiesta, and it's as big as a classic townhouse, a classic Lego town build. The entire house is just the size of one of these cars. They're 16 long, maybe not 16, but anything that's bigger than 4x4 is getting big enough to be a house. So you got. That's a problem of scale towards the classic necessity of it. And kind of one of the things that classic scale does is it uses your bricks a little bit more effectively. Not just building up tons of detail, but using stylizations. The little mailbox, the classic mailbox piece, is a whole oven. That you don't need more detail of it because you've got the whole little gimmick of of the door opening, and that's enough to be representationally an oven. And I think that's not the worst thing. Is it the perfect representation? No, but minifigure scale being what it is, being such a crazy size to try and hit, is that you're trying to make things small and compact, and you okay, so I plan on using this example specifically. The T-bone steak that came with the butcher, the minifigure steak piece, is freaking massive. It's not as tall as a minifigure, but it's getting there. It's getting close. It's way bigger than a minifigure head when it's laid like in front of a minifigure head. And 1, 2, and then the blue, the aqua turquoise, whatever that is, and then the pink. And that kind of represents where I'm going with this, is that you can get a lot of detail into molded pieces, and then that dictates some kind of scale, maybe more truly than a... Again, I don't want to like ruin the whole argument, but then like if you were trying to make that piece before, if you were trying to make that kind of thought, like, hey, this is a steak on the bone still, what would you use? And that's not a slight against old builds that just don't have these kind of details, but it's a commentary that's massive, and it could have been molded at any size that Lego decided, and that would have been minifigure scale. So when you say things, because like now you have to build an oven that can take that, or a grill that can take that big of a steak and kind of work with that. And if you make a grill that can take that big of a thing, it's massive compared to a minifigure, and that's fine, but it's going to be very big unless they make a specific molded grill piece in the future, which maybe they will. But, like, we don't have it now. That little printed blue slots. Cool. We're looking for another Kirby base. There it is. Anyways, so you know, if you're going with that as like kind of a, we have some curves as well. If you're going with that as like kind of thoughts on like size and scale, I'm interested to hear what you guys think, of course. So all the Ancient fans, hit me up in the comment section. This is kind of my what would you call this? Like, I would say that this is kind of like the like brainstorming session, I would say. So hit me with some comments. Let me know what you guys feel about all of this, because I think it's important that we kind of discuss. The hell? Okay. There it is. Got it. This is what a stormtrooper's face looks like. Anyways, this is the brainstorming session. This is a big deal for kind of coming up with, I wouldn't say the thesis, because the thesis is there, but it's kind of coming up with good examples. Especially, I'm going to have a little bit more tough time with some of the less, what would you say? I would say they're kind of like the less traditional scales, maybe. I think that hobby scale going into pre-minifigs was a good scale for the time. I'd say that it's not horrendous or anything, but it's definitely aged. But those pre-minifigures have a reasonable scale to them. Classic, of course, being where I want to focus, like kind of the difference between like a classic town and modern town, and then like potentially go into like ideas sets. Like I think that the sitcoms and the standalone big boys, like the Medieval Blacksmith, I think those all have a lot to offer in terms of differences of scale. And I think that one of the ones that's very fun kind of looking at least, I'm hoping, is going to be the sitcom and idea sets overall. Those are they're movie sets, the TV sets. Even The Big Bang Theory is it's a little bit of a precursor to it, so it doesn't quite follow the trend as hard as it could. But it's the tall walls. You've got a lot of builds that are, I would say, are the builds are pretty damn close to good scaled for minifigures. They're like, you could rip them out of there and put them in just about any setting and they'd be nicely sized. The problem being, of course, is that you've got these huge walls and things to accommodate the sets, the furniture and the counters and the couches and the lights and stuff. So you've got to be careful, because very easily you can end up in a room that feels super squished because you've dominated it with very large pieces. And if you've got the room, I guess just use it. But I definitely don't think that those are the most traditional sizes that people think of when they think of Lego minifigures as a frame of reference. I think that unfortunately you're going to end up with a lot smaller. If, like, again, kind of, it's not the hallmark of it. It's really not. But it's a good yardstick. It's a good rule of thumb. What do kids build? When kids build a house, they don't build a house that's 48 by 48. They build and again, it's the conservation of bricks, which is, it's a fine reason to build as such. But they're building them smaller than perfect minifigure scale. They're building them into utilitarian size, and I think that might be indicative of a more perfect, a better scale, right? Like, again, I want to hear you guys' opinion on all of it. We're just about rounding this one up, so we'll hopefully just be done here. If you skipped this part or didn't listen to the ramblings, good choice. Very smart. So we got these pieces. Cool. Well, there's a molding point there. Is it on this one? It's not. Can you see it? Right in there. It's going to be there forever. Well, guess it's there forever because I can't get that piece up. So, great. I won't ever look at you again. We've got a gun to build. And it's a pretty typical looking BrickHeadz gun. Is this a specific gun? Because I want to say this is damn close to Han Solo's gun build. So if that's a specific Star Wars gun, hit me up in the comments, let me know that. Just basically interact with my videos so that I can get traction on YouTube again. I just got you guys, I'm going to be honest with you, I got that core set of ancient fans that comes for everything, and that's who I want to appeal to with this discussion of scale. I think you guys are going to really enjoy that. Everyone else can kind of deal with everything else that I put out, but there he is. There's the good guy. Bad guy, he looks the worst from any kind of angle other than perfectly straight on. Even perfectly straight on, he's kind of frumpy looking. His face just doesn't, look how far forward it goes. That's where the face kind of ends, and I know it's a helmet, I guess. I don't know. The stylization of them, I just feel like necessitates the helmet to be farther back to keep it from looking kind of chin super forward. I don't know. That's me. And I'm a BrickHeadz purist. You know how I feel about all this. I like I like this shape, the band around the back. That's nice. Did we have a reference picture? Did I skip over that? We do. This is what a Stormtrooper looks like, for realsies. That gun looks nothing like that. That does not look a single thing like that gun. It's got a sight, I suppose, and it's kind of, but the whole thing is kind of a uniform shape past the handhold, the handle here, the finger grips. It just continues back, and it's maybe a little thicker in the front than the back, but that is a lot thicker in the front, almost nothing in the back. So, not happy with that that's not just, boy. So, let me know what you think about this BrickHeadz. Let me know what you think about the minifigure scale. Tell me a set that's a perfect minifigure scale in your opinion. Give me some feedback on that. I'm gonna be honest with you, I might be skipping a blind bag Friday this week. I have not got any more Marvel bags, and I've got a cup. I mean, I've got plenty of the Coca-Cola bags, but I need to try and recoup some of the money lost in that wild purchase that I made on that. So yeah, let me know some sets. I think I might skip Friday and make this weekend a big video essay type thing. I will of course be seeing you guys in the next video. Automatic video over here if you just want to watch something else. Subscribe if you're not in the middle. If you made it this far and you haven't subscribed, that's super crazy. And honestly, I respect you more for watching this and then not subscribing and then coming back on your own terms, but the number makes me feel good. And then over here is a video that I handpicked for you, and remember to support your local LEGO channel. Please.